Good morning, you guys. It is currently 10:14 on Sunday, and they just dropped the trailer for Marizo. I've already looked at it, I've already seen it, but I'm gonna go ahead and just do my little detective or a little breakdown of what I is to think come and what they're trying to lead to for season three. Because this one was well, now it wasn't different because I mean it was they showed the gameplay as they should, as they did, and but they didn't show anything else. But I kind of think they given like Easter egg hints of like what this girl is. I don't want to say who's, you know, she's the daughter of or like what it is because looking at Tekken 8, like the first little beginning of Tekken 8 when they had Ogre, they teased Ogre. And the first plot of the story, of the first little chapter of the story that they ever had, I'm trying to make my camera focus. I hope it don't go in and out of focus. If you do, I'm sorry. I apologize. But because I'm trying to be in the sun. Because look at the lighting. But looking at her thing already, it already shows like God of Fighting Reborn. And looking at Tekken anime of how I'm sorry, I had to do something to like make it not blur in and out anymore. Hopefully it don't. But anyways, looking at her because I know in every trailer or in every person's fighting trailer thing or whatever, it shows what they are. Or I guess their little catchphrase or whatever they gonna go by, like with Ling Xiaoyu, the dancing phoenix, stuff like that. But on here it shows it says like, oh wow, that's very loud. I don't want to get copyrighted though. It says like it's interesting that they show her like they're showing her story before um I think it's gonna be another story mode. I think it's gonna be some more stories because looking at hers, because I don't think they did this for like Lydia, Eddie, or anybody else when, especially when it came to like Forgotten Echoes or even Anna within like season two. I don't think they have like story because if you look at it, um, they're telling her story, kind of like when you fight in the arena. They're telling her story of how like from all over the world, basically she studied the animal, she studied everything with martial arts and everything like that, and they're saying like people from all over the world or martial artists really from all over the world came to like challenge her and stuff. It's gonna be another story. It's gonna be a chapter three. It's gonna be a chapter three. It may not come winter, it may come next in season three because looking at her gameplay and looking at everything, she looks nice. Honestly, if she wasn't DLC, I would play her. If y'all listen, I'm not willing to buy this chick. Okay, she looks good. She's not dusty. The level is eating down, baby. Okay, they got a plate and they ate. Her move set is nice. It's a very articulate move list. Something that look like it'll take skill, but half of the stuff that look like it's gone. Half of the stuff that look like you gotta click down, back, two-fold, up, down. Y'all know them. Listen, I'm gonna insert a clip of how skilled you literally had to be at Tekken back in the day, cause baby. But some of that stuff could be one button, and then she doing all these moves and stuff like that. I just hope she ain't cheap, and I just hope that she ain't like unskilled. Like you don't have to lab with her on the game in order to like actually get her moves and everything like that. But honestly, she eating like she's really eating down. But excuse me, and listening to the announcer, how they pronounce her name, everybody say Marizo, but the way they announce her is Miaris. Like Miaris. And that's it. It's not no Marizo or anything like that. And now that we know how to pronounce her name, it. I love to roll a R. I love a R roll. Okay, so Miaris, and I don't even know how they will announce her in the game as well. Like when you pick her, what will they say? Like, y'all who buy that stuff, y'all. I mean, of course, I'm gonna see it and everything like that. I'm gonna do my little research, but looking at her, like I say, she looks good. She really, honestly gives me Tekken nostalgia. If she was in an old game, I would love to play her. Like I would have fun with her. She reminds me she could really possibly be connected to Christy in a way, but I feel like with this character, she plays a more important part, or they're trying to make her play a more important part, which I mean, it ain't bad. She is given better than Raina. So, they're trying to make her play an important part by being connected to Ogre because, and believe like those were other Easter eggs and stuff too that's in her trailer of how it says the god of fighting reborn. And if you look at the Tekken anime, Heihachi, the reason why he set up Tekken 3 was to get that energy of the fighters to harness the power of Ogre, really to get the Devil Gene, because I don't know, why would y'all want that? Anyways, they go through some, well, he go through some extensive links in order to get this Devil Gene. So that's what he did in Tekken 3. They explained that in the anime and stuff as well. And they was also saying like temples and everything. I remember watching this one guy, he was talking about and I want to say it was Moonsault Slayer, but then again, I be watching deep lores of Tekken. So but he was basically talking about like I be having to make sure my mic's still on. But he was basically talking about it's not just ancient ogre. It's meaning it's not just one ogre, it's temples around the world and everything like that that has, stuff like that. And being in Madagascar, he could be connected. Like I say, I believe she's going to be connected to the storyline in a way in order to bring back Ogre, in order to do some plot or whatever. Because I'm not even finna talk about that. But her move skills look nice. You see how she, of course, by they say she mimicking the animals, like she learned the animals and everything like that. She looked like she was having fun with Panda, like play or whatever. She also got a little Clive move. That's also a power crusher or whatever. But looking at her move set, it makes sense. I'm happy it makes sense. Like it wasn't overwhelming. I'm actually a little gagged. Like, it's not, it makes sense. And some of the mechanics that she has, she given. Like I said, she looks good. She doesn't look tacky. She don't seem annoying. Come on, thing. She don't seem annoying. And I hope when I turn my head I ain't going out of focus. If I am, I'm sorry. Okay? Forgive me. Okay? But she don't look annoying. She don't look bad. She don't look like Aquafina. Like she don't look sad. She don't look annoying. She don't look like she about to just she there to do business. Like honestly, she just there to fight. She like, look, I ain't got time for all of that trying to be quirky and here yonder and there. Nah, let's fight. I do animal moves. That's it. Let's just fight though. Let's fight. And like I say, I know this is her gameplay trailer. I don't know why this, again, I feel like they made it this long for a reason. This thing is 4 minutes. Looking at other people's and I'm looking at other people's, gameplay, it almost puts you in the mind of like a short trailer. Even though I know that like, yeah, they they show their moves, they show their outfits, the preset 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and everything like that. And then of course they show like who all is coming next or whatever. Well, not who coming next, but like basically the season passes or whatever. Um, I get that, but I just feel like this one was like, cause see, okay, looking at Nina's gameplay trailer, hers was 2 minutes. Kazuya, a minute. Jin, a minute. Paul, 2 minutes. Like this one was long. This one feel exactly long. I'ma even go to the new. Okay, Clive, and I mean even though Clive back in the day, but see, okay, looking at this one, you see that. when it came with, I'm looking mainly at Heihachi, and with his, we got the story of the echoes, the forgotten echoes. They should have stayed forgotten, but we got the forgotten echoes, which was chapter 2, and his was 4 minutes and 8 seconds. Clive's was 4 minutes and 15 seconds, was because we had a level. Also to season 2, they put that trailer, I believe, at the end of his trailer to show like, hey, this is what's to come, and this, that, and the third. Never mind, no, they didn't. They just showed him. No, they showed season 2 within this trailer, because no, they showed Anna. Damn, I'm on the wrong one. I'm sorry, I clicked the wrong one. But with Clive, they just I don't know. I just feel like she has more to do with this story by her being 4 minutes and everything like that. And I guess by his being that long, he was a guest character, and Final Fantasy Child, and that was basically it. Then they also dropped that season 2, but basically all the other ones wasn't long. They was like a minute. They wasn't that long, and her gameplay, cause her trailer is almost 5 minutes. She's the longest one out of all of them, because Clive was 4 minutes and 15 seconds. Heihachi's was 4 minutes and 5 seconds. Hers is 4 minutes and 54 seconds. 6 more seconds, she would have been at 5 minutes. So I believe she has more to do with a lot of these things. And I guess by them showing her stances and stuff, and her parries, or just the main stances that she have in her move sets and everything, and mainly they ate this level. I'm sorry, they ate with this level. They said they weren't doing infinity levels anymore. So it's like they have like levels like, Yakushima, that's infinity level base, but you have walls. You're gonna run into a wall. This level is really eating. But like I say, her gameplay kind of stops, and then it goes into like a little cutscene of a temple. Mind you, again, this temple gonna have to, it's probably gonna be another level. It's probably gonna be another side of the story, kind of how Sanctum is connected to the story. And when Jin went in that tree and stuff like that, I feel like that's how this is gonna be. And then she looking at this snake, and then the snake represents, well, I don't want to say it represents Ogre, but then it has a cut to Ogre, kind of what they show in Tekken 8. I kind of feel like they're trying to make this be connected to Tekken 3 in a way, which I don't see why. Because like I say, without the without the anime, it don't make sense. Like, I feel like if you was trying to make this connected to 3, you should have made a way for it. Like I say, looking at the whole story of how some this stuff should have been explained in the anime. That's all I'm gonna say. Because you trying to make this be connected to 3 in a way, and it don't. It's so many patches. Like, it's so many holes and patches within the story of the game. But it do a cutscene of Ogre, and then it do a cutscene of ancient Ogre first, then it goes into true Ogre, and then it goes back to the snake, and then the eyes glow, and then she talking about some, sure, I can tell I have the power of a fighting god, and then her eyes, and then, because I remember Harada was also saying about her, I thought it was pink, or well, violet, not violet, purplish eyes. He said it's really something about them red eyes that say it's something about the devil gene. And then if you look at Armor King, he has it as well. Of course, Kazuya have it. Jin, when you kind of see it in some of his little wave dashes. Come on, camera. You can see you can see it in his little wave dashes. His little eye be glowing red and stuff like that. But her both of her eyes are that way. And by her talking to, I guess, that snake, that idol, whatever, um, she do a little flip, lean up, and her eyes glow, and then it turns into this other beast, which could be another ancient ogre. What could be another ogre? Because think about it. They said it was other ogres. It's like this wolf unicorn looking beast who eyes glow. Its ice is white, so the next one could be about something in winter. somewhere in the cold. They going to Antarctica, somebody. This is where the ice beast could be, the ice ogre. They could introduce the ice ogre. So after that, she's talking about something I could show you with my fist. Then it goes into her interactions, of course, whoever she's going to interact with. And I believe like all of this stuff with character interaction, it has to be another story. That's the only way we're going to like get it, unless they're trying to do like a little Tekken 5 thing. As y'all know, how they have cut stories or cut scenes with specific characters um within the story. So, but she mainly have cut scenes with, I don't want to say June Kazama, but they showed her with June Kazama because unknown, and she could probably unlock her power, or I don't know. They look like they could have some kind of interaction with something or somebody. But the main interaction that she has is with Zafina. Cause she pulls out, okay, so you know how Zafina, she have like the little Azazel arm or whatever with the little crystal, and I guess she's trying to hold him in her arm or whatever. She has an interaction with him, and I guess it senses that power with Marizu, and one of her little arm thing jigs, it turns into them snakes, as you would see in Tekken Tag 2 when Ogre he has that little snake arm. It turns into that. I guess they fighting. Well, not fighting. The things that's in them, y'all just take a look. So they doing that, and then it goes into how she does like, I guess, her heat thing or whatever, like when she engages in heat, and then it's showing like her heat moves and stuff like that. Then of course after that it goes into like her rage art and stuff like that. But my main thing is, I think we are gonna get a complete story, or another story, another half of the story, hopefully, about this mess. It makes sense. I hope it doesn't sit around here and just be dumb, and it doesn't like, yeah, her rage art, honestly, it moves fast. I can't stand, your rage art need to be something. In Tekken 7, ain't nobody, stop doing all that talking. Like, I can't stand all that talking. Y'all need to be up there fighting. I need to see a boom, bop, bam, slap, something, something, something. Her rage art, it's nice. It has a, of course, camera finish for you to take photos with, just like everybody else. But you know what? It has a nice camera finish. I just can't stand all that talking. Y'all need to like fight. Y'all need to fight. I need to see a slap, slap here and punch, punch, and all of that. But like I say, at the end of the day, she looks good. I would play with her. Like, I would really genuinely want to play with her. I'm just not paying no damn money. If you want to buy it for me, baby, I send it through my Cash App, and I will test her out. But other than that, I'm not buying this chick. I'll fight her in the thing because, you can still fight the people if other people have purchased it. Then that's the cliffhanger, too. She is fixing to, I'm going to say, hit with Dragonoff, and she started talking about something with a chameleon. I feel like it's something else. And then, mind you, y'all know the explorer person, who I think is Leo's dad or some kind of family member of him, who is still trying to explore ancient ogre, or get, with ogre, trying to see all of that as well. He looked like he could be over here too, in Madagascar, in them temples, trying to explore in them temples and stuff like that. But early access is December 1st, and official release is December 4th. So after that, that's really it. They show, like, of course, her preset items and everything like that, costume 2 and 3 and all of stuff like that. She looks good, and that completes everything with the season. So you have Anna, you got that little freaking sorry Pac-Man stage, Fakaram, Armor King, Marizu, and then Boabab Horizon. I think it's Bob Bob Horizon because she's by Bob Bob trees. So, um, yeah. Other than that, it looks cute. She looks like She looked like she could have came in Tekken 5. She looked like a Tekken 5 character. Like she looked like the Tekken 5 character. She could have came in that era. But era. But that's basically it. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts, y'all opinions on this thing. She looks good to me. She looks like they really took their time. I feel like she marinated. She wasn't just like a character that's like, let's just throw her on the grill. She be marinating for 2 seconds. Let's throw her out there. She wasn't one of them things that you try to throw to the wall and stick. No, she was marinating. She was marinating, and they did good. Like they did good with her. I'm actually surprised with this one because I'm not gonna lie. The last one for me was Anna. I was surprised with her. Like she look. I don't like the hair. I don't like that bob. I don't like that hair. But she looked nice. I don't really use Anna, but she was a nice character. Of course, she's an original, but she was nice coming back in as a DLC, which she should have been on the base. But anyways, but um Marie character, she looked nice. She looks really, really nice. They did a good job with this. I'm not sitting up here saying that changes my opinion about this game, but she looks better than what she did. Y'all let me know, your thoughts and your comments and everything like that, and I will see you in the next thing, or well, in the next video, y'all. Yeah. So good night, good day, good morning. That's basically it because I'm running on. Bye.